G'day and welcome to Aussievision. I'm Dale and we're here to talk about day 3 of rehearsals now that we have all the images out as well. And we actually have a new little cover for our mic, which is fun. And I feel very matchy at the moment, but let's see how we go. Now let's get right into it because the first country to talk about is Australia. And we heard the description of it yesterday, which I really like the sound of. And now we saw the photos today, which look really interesting. Very colourful. We see Gojo in various stages of undress. It feels like the main image is of him shirtless. But in the promo image yesterday, he was in like full white, kind of like milkman, ice cream man kind of outfit. So I'm gathering we're going to see reveals as it goes down and we get to a shirtless point or close to it. He has that kind of jumpsuit as well. So yeah, I mean, I think it's going to work. People seem to enjoy seeing Gojo shirtless. He's been working very hard. So hey, why not show off to, hundreds of millions of people if you can. But apart from that, we have obviously two supporting artists or backing artists. I'm not sure if they're dancing or doing some dances, but they were from the music video as well. Colorful outfits. It all looks really good. I'm liking the sound of what they're trying to do. It sounds like from the staging notes that they're going for this kind of retro 70s, 80s kind of vibe, even following on from Voyager. There was even saying something about a guitar solo somehow in the staging notes. So yeah, it just sounds big and bold and exciting and colorful and fun because that's what it is. It's a fun song. So let's lean into it. And it seems like we've put a lot of effort in the staging. Like there seems like a bit going on, but done well. And we've got graphics apparently that are going to be seen from the TV screen point of view, which yeah, it all sounds really good. So pleased to see. I like the pics, and I guess we just have to wait for the vision. It's very hard to go off still photos, but sometimes you can look at still photos and go, oh, okay, I don't know where this is going, and you have to win me back. While I think this has really leaned into the music video aesthetic, it's leaned into what the song is, it's leaned into the character of him as well. I think this will play really well for him as well. So yeah, and I like that it's not him on his own, because I think, we talked about it in some of our podcasts and stuff before Basel, that he's fantastic, but there's a lot of times where, the main chorus bit maybe, or some of the kind of like shake it. So the shake it bit where like he's not singing, you don't want him just sort of standing out there just kind of doing his moves on his own. So I like that. It sounds good. So liking the sound of Australia. So, well done. All very good. So let's go on to Montenegro next. I'm liking what Nina's selling me here. It's a bit interesting, don't get me wrong. The big white outfit, love that they've chosen white. They had the kind of music video was dark. She was white at the national final. And I think white works better for this. I really like the look of it. And a lot of people have dark outfits this year. So I think that'll work really nicely. She has some kind of big hood thing. It's kind of like a bit frilled neck lizard for any of people who know what a frilled neck lizard is, but she has a sort of the eye mask on as well. So I don't know, it kind of maybe looks a bit like she's in bed with a doona or duvet, but it's in fact, like you notice it. I think it's a kind of stunning image actually, and I think she takes it off and something else happens. So I think it sounds like it suits it really well. I think it's going to do what it does. And there's not much you can really do on a staging element to this. So I think the clean approach, a couple of little things to just not have her standing out there doing a ballad entirely is good. But yeah, without being too naff. So I like the look of it, but yeah, I think it'll still struggle to qualify, unfortunately, even though I think it's, I really like the song and I really like her and her vocal. It's very, very powerful, but I like what I see with the staging so far. All right, next up is Ireland. Now, this looks like they've just improved what they had at Eurosong. Like they have some kind of structure that looks like a, what do you call all those things? They're in the modules, or I don't know, some kind of spacecraft when they land. I can't remember. But they've kind of got that. What she's wearing looks a lot better than what she had at Eurosong, which looks great. They've got some dancers, which looks like it's, they're kind of wearing the silver thing as well. And that works for this kind of song. It's space. It's going to be all silvery and futuristic. Her brother's there in the background with his kind of outfit on too. So I think this all works well as a visual. I really like that they have, well, they finish with like a kind of a star kind of, what do you call, like a horoscope constellation of Leica in the sky, which I think is lovely. And they have some dancing dogs or something on the screens in the background. I would have kind of loved to like leaned into have the dancers wearing like dog masks with like helmets on. I would have loved that. But they've just got the dancers there. So it all looks elevated. My concern was a little bit with the dancers that it goes a little bit into what we would call Rocker Stedford in Australia, a little bit like high school or university level kind of dance stuff. Not on the individual dancers, I'm sure they're very talented. Just maybe the choreo and what they kind of wear gave that impression a little bit. So hopefully that has improved, I think, just to make it a bit more profesh, I would say. But still, like, I think the staging suits the song. It'll suit her, and I think it gives them a chance. They haven't come out and done something that's just not going to work. So that's good. It's a good sign for Ireland there. Latvia next. Again, something that I think looks really good. I was always a big fan of their staging at Supernova. I think that got them over the line. Very inventive. The curtain, some of those shots look beautiful. Their dresses look fantastic. So I think it's going to really help them. I think they need that visual, because the song, even though it has a kind of unique selling point of that type of genre that some people like, it's just a bit the same all the way through. So these sort of this visual feast that they're giving us is going to help its chances for sure. So I think they've done well. I'm glad they haven't gone away from it. I think that works for them. So good luck to Latvia. I think so far all 4 of these ones have done staging that I think really suits their song and looks good. So very positive for them. All right, Armenia next. This is a very big departure from what he did in the national final. And so he's wearing something a bit more sleeker. They don't have the big rock stuff going on. Apparently he's on a treadmill and he's running during the I'm a Survivor bit. Now, that'll be a fitness level to be able to sing well and run at the same time. We've seen some questionable uses of treadmills in the past. Leslie Roy, even the little circle spinny thing that Isaiah Frybrace used as well. Not treadmill, but same movement. So you've got it can be a risk, but it could pay off. Robin from Sweden, the treadmill was amazing, so it can work. So I'll be interested to see what this looks like. It could work really well. This could be really effective, or it could be a big old mess. So who knows? But I like the energy. I think where it is in the running order to come after Latvia, and then come and maybe pop and go bam and running down the treadmill could work really well. It does all look kind of all dark again. We've got another dark kind of outfit and background stuff, but yeah, it looks like they put a bit of effort into this one. So we'll see how it goes. The jury's obviously out until we see it, I would say, but I'm kind of intrigued. I'm kind of liking the sound of it, I must say. We'll see. All right. Then we have Austria next, and obviously they are one of the big chances to win the whole thing. And I remember reading the notes yesterday about being in black and white, and I was like, ooh, that is risky. Now, just up front, people, if they've listened to our podcast, will know that I'm not personally a big fan of the song, but I definitely think it has a big chance at Eurovision. And I think it was all about the staging to win the public over, because I do think opera has a bit of a limitation at Eurovision. I do worry with the black and white that you've added another limitation, like something else to overcome a bit, because it could be a bit, I don't know, some people love it, and you don't have to win over everybody. But I think, okay, you got to go over it some black and white, and then it's opera. So, if it's done well, though, it could work. Now, he's in a boat. There, from reading the description, it's all going to be very video based about the water and the wind, and him, singing into it, a little bit like the music video, which I think could look really good. Like, it could look fantastic. So there's a lot of potential here. And the way it ends is a beautiful photo with a lighthouse and him in the boat, which I think looks really good. So there's a lot of visuals that work. I'm just also wondering, you got the black and white. He's restricted in the boat, so it's all going to be very video based. And it is a TV competition, but viewers do like to make the connection between what they see on the lens and being at a live event. And that's really important. We've seen it not work sometimes. Sweden 2018 is a really good example, that you still need to let that crowd or that element of being at a live performance in. That's why Kate Miller-Heidke in 2019, we exposed, we had the beautiful thing and then showed, hey, this is how it's done and this is how she's performing it live. And I think that was really effective. So I hope there's a way that they can show that he is at a live arena and there's a crowd there and behind him, because otherwise I think that just brings a coldness potentially to it as well. It can be very slickly done and look amazing, but yeah, we'll see. So could be the most fabulous thing we've ever seen. It could just be a little too, I don't know, arty-farty. And trying to look for the worst. Just maybe, yeah, we're kind of going like more independent film festival mode here rather than blockbuster at the cinema. And with the concerns maybe over the public vote, that's just my only concern. But I'm basing this off a description and some photos. So jury again is out until see the film, because the video could just, it's all about that. So let's see what ends up happening with it. Greece next. This is interesting. I thought there was a lot of potential with the staging of this, and again, we can't see it, we're off photos. I will say I'm not a big fan of what she's wearing. It looks beautiful and everything, but I don't like the dark, and there's a bit of darkness going on the background of the LEDs. The dark on dark, I don't know. I did like what she wore. A lighter color in this, I think, would work, because it's just so delicate. And I know there might be meaning behind that, but no one knows what the meaning is. They just hear this beautiful, lovely song, and then she's in dark, and everything's dark behind, and then she's on a rock, and I don't know. I was hoping maybe for more for this, but off photos, it's hard to say. But that's my only concern, because we're seeing a lot of dark outfits to start with, so you're not standing out. Then you're going to have at times a dark background with it in what sounds to me like a lighter song. Just my personal opinion. She's fantastic though. Sounds like a pier and she goes to a rock, so that sounds really interesting too. So there's a storytelling here, which I'm sure will come through when we see the actual performance of it all. But I can't say positive things about everybody, right? But there's a positive there, but I think there's things that could that I need to see before I make any judgments further. And finally, we have Lithuania, where we're very much getting their national final performance from the description. I think what they're wearing is the same. There were some really nice shots of the LED use in the background, which could obviously just bring a bit more life to the song, because I kind of think it does need a little bit more. But they're telling their story, and they're keeping authentic to who they are and what they're about, and it all looks good. Like, there's not much more you can kind of say in it, because it just looks like we've got the elevated Eurovision version of what they had the national final. Nothing new. And that worked there, and it's its own genre that will stand out to people. I think it has some good countries in this semi-final, so I think that'll help it there as well. But yeah, like, it's nothing for me to suddenly go, oh wow, this is elevated so much or gone backwards, because it's much the same as what we saw before. Anyway, well, that was the first half of that semi-final, day 3. We have the next half today, and we'll talk about that all tomorrow, and I'll be doing that from Basel, most likely. Yes, I'm getting my flight tomorrow morning, so I can't wait. Anyway, we'll catch you next time. See you later.